as I said, I'll probably host because it looks like I'm ready to go, and yeah, somehow you ran into issues as well, Abir. I don't know why our luck is so bad, but that's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Okay, is my audio?
Can
Yes,
you
it is. It's
hear
coming
me?
through on
Can you
OBS.
hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
hello, Abir. You're a
Yeah,
little
I don't
quiet.
know. People were saying that in commentators you can't hear me. I mean,
Yeah, your voice is like I hear you on my end just fine right now, but you're a little bit low.
well, that's just like I don't scream, but let me just. Is it better now?
That's better, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you should be coming through as well according to OBS, so that's good.
Do just they connected to my parastic, so do I just like host the first match?
If you're ready to fight, yeah, I don't want to hold
I
us
mean,
up.
yeah.
Somebody can stream it and I can just watch. And then I'll host the rest of them
Uh,
as needed.
uh, I'll just not stream it, I guess. You can stream it, and I'll just invite you into my parasec.
Yeah, I'm fine with that as well. Whatever's faster. That's because we've wasted
Yeah, I
30
mean, they're
minutes on
saying that the
issues, but
stream
yeah.
volume is low. They're saying that the stream volume is low, and I have no idea how to fix that, so I'm just not not gonna bother
Yeah,
with it.
the fix isn't generally that hard. It's just finding the sweet spot on your sliders is the problem. That might take some time,
Uh,
depending.
yeah. Anyway, so I just invited
Yeah.
you. I mean, it's in the competition polls, so just join it.
Okay, I'll close out of the game for now and set up the names.
Info's on the left, mechanics is on the right. Let me just. Is my volume better now? Like,
For me, it's better.
yeah, I just increased the microphone like volume. It was on like 40 or something.
Okay, I'm gonna join the parsec right away. Where's the
Hope
link?
it doesn't like stutter for you. It's in the competition calls.
Oh, okay, you could just put them in USFC as well, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just keep everything in one place, but that's fine.
Alright, should be good now.
Yeah, names are set up.
Info's up. Yeah. Should I like host if they need an EU host or like just
You can host
not
this
host
fight
that?
since they're here, but then I'll host the
Yeah,
rest of them. Yeah.
yeah, okay. I mean, one of them's connected, so
Yeah, it looks like info is able to connect.
I mean, both are here, so I'll just try again.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I know that's rough with the technical issues, but I don't think you guys wanted to hear static or underwater the whole time, so.
No language.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can see it on my screen. Oh, here we go. I'll send you guys the link for my stream. I'll do that. Hang on. I just realized I didn't send my updated link, so. 1 second, guys.
Why is this? Are we having like problems? Why is the? I think it's mechanics. It's not joining. Let me
Fluent
just check my.
Celestial.
Let me just reset gamepads if that fixes it. If you have problems like connecting input, then tell it because you're just not saying anything.
Yeah, the music might be a little bit loud. Somebody mentioned your music's a little, well, game audio in general.
I mean, it's I don't have any.
So I would generally turn music off, but it's up to you. You can just lower it. Yeah.
I mean, the fights are kind of like quiet. I mean, Thumb is nice, I guess. Again, what they
All volume. Yeah. Yeah, so beer. We'll test this out, but if it's too loud, we'll have to turn it down more.
I mean, I changed it. It's like pretty quiet for me. I don't know.
Yeah, the spiders on my stream can kind of inflate it though. Whatever.
We can, yeah.
Okay, what's that?
They're saying that they can't hear us in like the commentator Discord, like VC.
Ah, that's
Uh,
weird. I I don't like to be that guy, but I think it's his end. Yeah, other people are confirming that.
yeah, both can hear us. Like, yeah.
Other people are having technical issues now. It's a plague that is spreading in the Discord. Mechanics is the most recent
Right.
victim.
Already free. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't hear. Yeah, alright, there we go. Info obviously picks Marie and mechanics goes for Zero.
Please turn down Master the Sword clashing ear rapes. Ear rapes. Okay.
Okay. I mean,
Misspelled it. That's fine. We'll figure it out. If his sound is too loud, we'll edit it. And you can always edit it back later if you prefer it.
yeah,
Somewhere
nice
else.
poke. I mean, again, it's like barely any volume for me now.
Yeah, it's more that my stream has different audio settings and they clash. So I'd have to go in and either edit those, which would make them worse for my stream when I host, or you
Yeah.
have to just change your audio. I think it's okay for now, but maybe a little suboptimal. That's okay. Anyway, let's focus on the fight. It looks pretty smooth for me as well, which is good.
Yeah, I was like kind of worried that maybe it's graphic. Ooh, that was, yeah, right into the head. I was worried that like it looked bad or just like stuttering. And well, if you're saying it's fine, then it's fine.
Oh, does YouTube time people out for saying rape now? That's pretty crazy. I
I
wouldn't
think
time
just
you out, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure the YouTube has like zero tolerance for like, cuss words and all that. So
yeah,
definitely.
I don't support
I
it,
won't
but
say
yeah.
like time out, but it's like it's not allowed to say it. Like can't.
Yeah, I know if
Pretty
YouTube
sure like if
comments, they'll
you,
delete comments sometimes, and you won't
yeah,
even know.
if it's
They'll
like,
just disappear if there's something weird. Risk it all and test. I appreciate that, Benu.
and also like if in a YouTube video the thing is like some rule where you can't cuss like 5 times in one like in the row, or the video gonna get demonetized, but you can't cuss or something.
Yeah, yeah. For us, that's not relevant, but yeah, for many
Yeah.
YouTubers, it is. Yeah. You're right. There is a new rule they added some time ago now. I say new, relatively new, in the team of YouTube. Nice
Oh.
parry. The dash. The dash thrust is actually pretty easy to parry, as you can see. And if you get too
Yeah,
close, it's over.
it will look really weird. Like it just like went to I don't know where.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mechanics is like coming back. I mean, it's already
Yeah.
like a bit too late to say that, but Info got like the first 2 flags, and since then, mechanics adapted and is getting all the flags in.
Yeah, he's just making it messy with that longsword, and that's what we were telling him. Like, if you manage your distance well, and I think Zera does a better job of that, to be fair, than Tarnowski does. Marie can quickly collapse under that pressure.
I wish it was the same with Baron.
I think Bar is pretty good. It's a learning curve, but I think he does pretty well.
Well, yeah, but the boy is very vulnerable to the like just hand time. Hey, that's cheating. Stop it.
Somebody pressing F6, where's it, F5? One of those.
I don't know, F7 I think it is. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
I always
Yeah,
forget
but
the
it just
line.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't really host anymore, so I don't need to change anything.
Good
Nice
stab.
poke.
Yeah, info can still
Yep.
come back. Too late to sign up. No, it's not too late to sign up. I believe that's Turk. I'll just put you in the back of the roster and I'll have you fight Maestro. Because I think that's a better matchup than what I already have, so I'll have you fight Maestro.
Zera's hands. Oh, yeah, that was nice punish. I swear,
Uh,
Zera's hands look so weird when he holds long guard.
yeah. Mechanics, I would suggest not typing and asking what the hitboxes are in the middle of your fight. The fight's in the palm of your hand right now. You've got this. Yeah, it's
Do his
easy
hands not
to.
look weird for you? Like they look like I don't know how to explain it. Oh,
Long guard
holy
does weird
stance.
stuff sometimes to make sure it parries the
I
stab.
mean,
That's a
do you
big
see it?
part of
Like
it.
whenever he
Yeah, yeah.
holds long guard.
Yeah, I
Look at
don't
the
know.
hands.
Kuboldisms. It looks like dynamic muscles. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it looks
I mean,
like it
yeah, I
is.
have it off.
Ooh, a
Oh,
cut. That was a good hit, but no kill, of course. Then there's the stab.
yep,
Mechanics is kind of throwing
yeah.
it, which happens. It happens to the best of us, to be clear. Um, yeah, it can be a little crushing. It's like you're about to win, and then suddenly your opponent is making a comeback, but
Yeah,
it's
mechanics
very
did a
normal.
comeback, and now Info's doing a comeback.
Yeah,
Quite the first round.
yeah. Actually, I tell mechanics there's another person fighting you, and they're, especially if you put them in a corner, they're gonna fight hard. If they haven't just given up, that is. And Info is not the type to just do that.
Oh,
Low guard there, long guard. Nice, stab to the face, he does take you
oh.
in the end. Nice.
Alright, reassign controls and just yeah,
Yeah.
switch sides. Yep.
Oh,
They didn't do it.
no worries. It's not that much slower, actually.
Yeah, it's the same. Oh, mechanics might go for Tara. Nope, never mind. Sticks with Zera.
Yeah, I think Zera is the smart pick, actually, out of those two.
Yeah, Tara's range difference is quite like advantage wise.
Long guard, blocking Marie
What?
down, and stab to
Ooh,
the face. Yeah. Something about Zera as well, as far as Marie fighting Zera.
the thing. Just wait.
What's up? Wait,
Mechanics
he's not in the
is
fight and
the.
he just killed Info.
I think no, I think it was like as soon
He
as
froze, yeah.
he froze and he's not in the parasic anymore. I think.
But he threw a
I
stab
mean,
somehow in the middle of his leg.
I think he just like threw it, then instantly his game crashed or something. His
Yeah,
parasic crashed. Uh, I'll just tell him to rejoin parasic.
that usually fixes it.
Um, no, there we go. Let me just give it keyboard. All right, should be back. Yep. Oh, ooh, that was
Oh,
a nice long
unlucky.
one.
Yeah, that was a good hit though. Yeah, traditionally I would say Zera tends to beat Marie, play properly, so it can be challenging for info. Sorry about the slight stutters, by the way, guys. It's not that
Oh,
bad a beer, but I am noticing a couple. That's just because one beer's host.
um,
It's not a big deal. The fighters don't seem to care. So.
I mean, I'm pretty sure for the 5 years it's not really stuttering because it's like EU,
Yeah,
so
it's minor anyway. Even if it is, it's definitely playable. So.
yeah.
I don't really think it has. I think Marie still really struggles in this matchup.
I mean, yeah, it's just because of like the threat that Zera has with his longsword, just the pressure and
Yeah.
reach and all that. But yeah, Marie can still like, so, yeah, yeah, like that. Just poke
Yeah.
his hands and it's over.
Ooh, a little out of measure, but continues. That was good pressure all the same. Yeah, if he didn't continue there, Info would have had a chance to punish that. Fainting there with the big cut. Ooh.
Oh, does the same
Yeah.
move twice? Yep,
Yeah.
punished.
Taunts by both of them to try and get the opponent to make a mistake. Nice. Out of measure. Reminder that this fight is for a chance to challenge the champion. We have a separate fight with Luck as well against Platypi. And
Yeah,
what we'll
sadly I'm
do
not.
then is the winners of these fights will either fight for a chance to fight me, or if they want, we can just spin the wheel. And then whoever doesn't fight will get a chance next week to fight the champion. So
Yeah,
I'll
I'm not
leave that
getting
up to
another.
the fighters. Huh?
I'm not getting another title fight for like 5 months since I didn't win against Luck.
Yeah, totally. It's your sanction for your armored
Yeah, I mean,
armor
sadly it
smuggling.
didn't work. Clearly, only works against Oak, I guess.
Yeah. Well, rules are rules. Okay.
Sadly, I
Info.
get to fight another longsword player today.
Yeah, I gave you a tough one. I think you're up for the challenge, though.
I mean, it's just gonna be another like annoying match of going through auto guard and all that kind of stuff.
Both are now one flag away from winning this round. Close, but good retreat. Low guard is a good choice, actually, if you use it properly. Info threatening a dash, and it's a double, just
Ooh.
barely.
Yeah.
Mechanic saving it. Gotta be so careful with that stab. It is a powerful tool in Zera's arsenal, but its recovery is low. Or I should say high. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Punishes them. Out of measure.
Expertly done by Info. 1-1.
Alright. Reassign controls again. Or just like exit. It doesn't matter. Info on the left, mechanics on the right.
Nice sidestep, but doesn't quite follow that up. Yeah.
Punished.
That's the one thing mechanics will have to change, I think. He's playing really well, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I think he's giving away flags that he doesn't have to. That was a good usage of long guard. I know it looks strange, but that's because the long guard was tracking the stab. That's how it's supposed to work, although it does look weird at times.
Yeah, mechanics plays like baiting Zera, so he just throws out of measure attacks to back attack, but that doesn't really work against Marie because she can just poke from like out of measure as well.
Yeah, you're sort of relying on the Marie to overextend, which is working for a lot of flags, but I think there's a lot that are being given away because of that.
Yeah.
And I like
Holy
that Info
stance.
is not trying to overextend, but still taking advantage of the fact that mechanics is sort of giving us range.
Yep. Yeah, because Zero is so slow, you can just like poke mid out of measure. Yep.
Yeah, there is a way to play this with Zera and make it really tough for Marie, but fighting from Marie's range is not the way. Good stab. Yeah, if you line up those stabs to the face, that is a good start with Zera, I would say, as we've seen. At the end of the day, Zera has to find a way to make it messy. If he does that, Marie will really struggle.
Yeah, but it seems like mechanic. Oh,
Nice.
yep.
He baited Marie in there nicely, without putting himself in danger this time.
Yeah, that was like really close. The rapier was just like right on his eye.
Good usage of long guard again, but yeah, you gotta be careful of back Y. It's usually a safe move, I would say, but your hand is still a target. It's true when fighting sabers too, actually. When I use bar bash and I see a Zera back Y, the B cut is usually a good way to hit the hand. Forward B.
Yep, but again, it's getting close.
Yeah. All these fights have been close, actually. Nice.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, he plays it tight there and then baits Marie in.
You know, it's really tough to play against. Just like you think Zero's opening himself up and boom, he just back attacks and gets you clean. Oh, yeah, out of measure first. Oh, accidentally. Yeah. Think Info did not mean to dash forward there, but
Yeah, Nick's down to the last flag once more. Long guard. Goes with low guard to bait something in. Gotta be, again, careful with this baiting in gameplay, because you might just be allowing Info to play from range. Like so.
yep. There we go. Yeah, baited and then out of measure attack. I think it's like the second time that's happened. Mechanics just thrust out of measure and
Yeah.
Info just thrust in.
And I see what his plan is. He's not just throwing the stab, he's trying to line up that extra cut after, but it's too slow sometimes.
Stays with Zero. Switches the skin though.
Yeah.
Maybe the skin gave him bad luck or something. Or just like, oh, yep. Throw straight into the head.
Okay, I got pinged in USFC. 1.5 hours for now, 3 CS to leave. Yeah, I can get you a fight before then, I think. That should be okay.
Oh, the back attack saved it. Yep, not this time.
And yeah, that's understandable with the technical issues. Yeah,
Oh,
people
that was
probably
really
expected
weird.
we'd have an extra hour that we don't have now.
That was really weird. The frost just like went to the side after Zero got like hit
Hmm.
and killed Marie.
Yeah, I'll look at the schedule and try and get the required fights out of the way. People who have to fight early.
Stamina's running low. Yeah, again, out of measure. Oh!
Triangle punch. Nice. That's what info
Duck right,
does.
duck right under that frost.
Do I mean the Hellish Quart? Oh, the B cut. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
No, I think he meant like because you said every fight was like super close, so yeah, like it was a hellish quote.
No, the Hellish Quart is an upcut to the groin
Yeah,
area
well,
or to
yeah,
the
but
arm.
like an
Yeah.
X cut, no, like a Gideon's X cut. Oh, again, yeah,
Nice.
Info's just getting all those flags in. But let's see
Yeah.
if Mechanics can do a comeback, just like before. I believe it. Oh, that was quite a combo. I believe it's what?
Stab to the arm.
It's 2-1 to Info, right? If she wins this, if she wins this round, it's over.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, Mechanics has to
Oh,
win. And the grab attempt, that's a
try to
smart
grab
move.
him.
And the taunt after to get in her opponent's head. Yeah, Holy Stance is risky. I wouldn't throw that personally.
Oh, again out of measure,
But I'm not
and
a
yeah,
Zero main. Nice triangle. And Info
GG's.
takes it.
Is my fight next, or are we just delaying that?
We'll see. I know there's people who have to fight right away, so. Okay. I think what we'll do is Pico said he has to go
Uh,
in like 45 minutes. We're actually gonna do Pico against Oak, and then we'll get 3C out of the way, and then we'll do
are
Seth
you,
versus Abir. Hopefully that works
yeah, are you
for
gonna
us.
host it, or do I
Yeah,
host
I'll do it
again?
from my host from now on. But thanks, Abir. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
And actually, the EU host is probably good for these fighters, so that's good.
Mhm.
Can you fight after 20? Okay, so we'll do one fight before yours then. Yeah, we'll do 3C then. Okay, so 3C against Clemino. Clemino usually has to play early anyway. I didn't want to put him late, but he had mentioned he was gonna. Your Discord closed. Oh, maybe somebody alt tabbed or something. If you want to come back in the commentators or beer, you're more than welcome. That's not required, but you're free to do so. Equal skill level, what? You want to go after Pico? Yeah, we'll get you in soon, Synth. Let me know if you need to fight right away. Yeah, 3C, we're just waiting to hear from 3C. We could still get you in. Yeah, sorry about this. The technical issues have really screwed the scheduling up. Cool, 3Cs around. Cool. Yeah, 3C's here, so we'll do after 3C. Also, mechanics, you were put against info not because of skill level, but because you're both contenders for the champion title. Does that make more sense? So, I literally had a bunch of people who were contenders for the champion title, and I spun the wheel, and you got a chance to fight info. And that was the best way to do it because otherwise we just have a bunch of people who are contenders and I would be essentially deciding their matchups, which could be a cause for a little bit of bias or what have you. Again, I explained it all in the announcement. You can check that out. I also pinged you the wheel spin if you want to see what's up with that. Yeah. Okay. Let me just check this. This should be fine. Cool. Okay. No keyboard? Yeah, I think I need to give you a keyboard. 1 second. 3C, I don't think needs keyboard, so I think we're good. Yeah. Also, I don't hear the players selecting the characters. That's strange. I only turned down the sound by a little bit because I heard some feedback that could probably be turned down. That's strange. There might be a bug with the game's audio. If you guys are not hearing anything, it's the same here. I'll fix that after this. Sorry about that. I don't know what's up with that. You can even see the audio settings. I did not have it on 0. I'll play with the audio a little bit when we're done this. Maybe put it on default because I know that's fine, although perhaps not the most ideal setting. It's not terrible. That looked kind of funny, but it was a hit to the leg. Ooh, a trade does not favor Samuel this time. Nice, Luck doing some push-ups. What? Huh? Did somebody see that? What the fuck was that? What? What happened? Did they? What? I've never seen that. What? What even was it scored? Sorry for pausing, guys. It wasn't. So nothing happened. It just sort of. Okay, let's. Somebody clip that, please. But let's continue. I don't know what the fuck that was. Kubold. Kubold. Also, I'm really sorry about the audio. I'll go fix that right after this round. Something is very wrong with like I'm looking at what happened again because the stream's slightly delayed. Oh my god. What is happening? Good hit to the hand. Okay. The technical issues are spreading. Make sure you wear your mask, guys. You get your vaccinations. This is quite a plague that we're experiencing. Okay, back wide to the head, and Clemino takes the first round. Let me deal with this audio. I don't know why it's off. Because, look, I only have this off, the music, as usual, right? And then all I did was I sort of... So I'll reset this, and I'll just turn the music off, because I know that's okay if we do this. Maybe I'll lower the footsteps a little bit as they're kind of loud. We'll go with that. That's much better. Little loud, I know. That's usually how the game is. I don't know what's up with that. But we'll work with that. Let's turn this off, because I don't know why the game turns that on again. Switch sides, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, see, we should be able to hear this and everything else. Okay, I'm just switching the names. Also, I have to say, Clemino did pretty well. 3C is actually pretty experienced. He's played quite a bit in Marina. Are you able to select, or? Odd. Try moving. Are you able to... Okay. There's a hit to the hand. Ooh, belly lunge attempt there. Nice. Yeah, Barbash is actually a great pick against Marina. I tend to would say that Barbash is a pretty clear advantage. Back A, actually, which is not used terribly often, but in this particular matchup, it's a very smart choice. Nice. Some unorthodox moves, it has to be said by Clemino. Just some moves that are a little bit slower. They don't necessarily hit the hardest, but against a character like Marina, they're great because they hit the openings, and you don't need a lot of damage actually to bring her down because her HP is pretty much tied for the lowest in the game. In fact, I think her sword arm, or was it her shield arm? One of the arms has the lowest HP for an arm in the game. And her damage is not that great, And that's why she doesn't win tournaments a lot, is because a lot of her stats are actually pretty terrible despite having skill. So it's more of a knowledge check. If you can bypass that knowledge check, it becomes very tough, especially in this matchup, for Marina to win. There are some matchups where Marina actually has a pretty good time, but this is not one of them. And the chop to the head, right between the weapons, allows Clemino to get a very convincing victory. Even compared to Samuel, who's also pretty good at countering Marina, but if I were to rate Barabash compared to Samuel, I'd say Barabash is a lot more active, so he probably does a little bit of a better job at striking the opening, typically. And Samuel's guard, although better, doesn't always work for him because he's slower, but then again, he has more reach as well, so he kind of has a nice trade-off with him. Connor against Gideon now. I think this one can go either way for sure. Gideon would not be my first choice against a shield character, especially not for Connor, but he does pack a punch, he does have quite the HP, so in a brawl, he might be able to make something work. Leg cut there.
I na zdrowie!
Nice hit by 3C. Nice. Nice hit to the head. But not able to kill. So Connor's damage sometimes is actually not terribly good. His strength is definitely his defense, his ability to block attacks and then attack. And his London stab is pretty nasty. His stabbing in general is pretty good. Exchange. 3C doing great with Connor. Connor, I wouldn't say he's one of the best characters, but there are matchups where he can be a tough character. Gideon might be one of those characters who really struggles. I would go personally with Samuel or Barabash, but I do appreciate seeing Gideon all the same, and too, maybe he's not so experienced against 3C's Connor in particular. 3C doing a great job sticking with the fundamentals, and Clemino really struggles to close in. The key with Gideon, I think, is if you can somehow get a blade beat going, because Connor really hates being blade beat. kit. Jan is also an all-around good pick. I think he does pretty well against shields, but maybe not as well as Barabash. Good hit. Just sort of goes in, makes it messy. With Jan, that's not a bad idea because of his HP. He actually has a lot of, up close anyway, a lot of statistical advantages over Connor, much like Luna. But the key is avoiding that shield. If you get single tempoed by that shield, the HP doesn't really matter much because the shield doesn't have a health bar. A little bit of a floating wound there. That's an old bug actually. It's basically because he has the sort of the same clothing as the original Jan. It's just invisible. You can kind of see it sometimes. That's his skin is sort of put over top, and I think the rest of Jan's skin is invisible. So I think it's technically still there. It's just not supposed to be visible. Trade there. Ooh, out of measure with the sidestep cuts. Those can be nasty, by the way. But when you're out of measure like that, sometimes you end up overcommitting. That was a good try, though. If they had landed, it would have been pretty decisive. Hit that London, as we call it. It's not actually called the London in the game. That would be a pretty massive insult to Connor, but it's kind of that's one reason why we called it that. The other, of course, because you're shanking, as they do in the streets of London. I'm told the streets of Glasgow have a bit of stabbing too, though. Stabby goodness. So we could call it the Glasgow if there's enough of a pull to do that. Especially now that we have Sava, who does London shanking himself with an actual dagger. Nice sidestep, and now we're looking at a possible 2-2. It's can take one more. Goes low, nice, but isn't quite able to finish it. That was a good try, then they trade. That was a cut to a short arm, but it didn't quite get him, so it wasn't a double. That low cut was exchange. Goes for a thrust. Wrap around, but gets stabbed. Nice leg cut by. Oh, and perfect follow up there. Just goes forward. Very intense final flag right there, but very nicely executed by Clemino. It actually could have gone the other way very easily, but Clemino was brutal with that leg cut and the follow up. Pico, are you good to go? Should have been about 20 minutes. That's usually how long these fights end up taking. If not, we'll do synth against Devere. Nice. Okay. So Pico against Oak. Hopefully Oak is available. Looks like he is. I think he was in the chat as well, so. Yeah, it was extremely close. Good job to both fighters. That was a treat to watch, especially that last little bit. Okay, Pico is here, Oak is here, beautiful, and they both need keyboard. Oak will take the left side, Pico will take the right side. And I think we'll be done the mandatory early fights after that. Luck, let me know if you like need to fight desperately. We're gonna have you fight right after this one regardless, but if there's some sort of issue with schedulings, I know we got held up, let me know. Also let me know if you need to do the champion fight like right after, because we can spin the wheel or, you know, figure things out from there right away. You know, you were saying there might be a bit of a conflict there. Hit to the head. We also have a Marina, and I would say she traditionally does very well against Marie, so. But was London known for stabbing during the time period? Siller would be upset at the nomenclature. Yeah, he would be. The traditional English fashion was certainly the broadsword. They actually invented the broadsword before the Scots did, believe it or not. At least the broadsword as we understand it, the basket-hilted broadsword. Obviously, the literal broadswords were used by the entire British Isles before. I will say, though, if you look at the records, there definitely were pure murders going on in the 17th century, so. There was actually an idea that rapiers were a weapon used by, you know, people who were out for blood in some circles. I'm not saying it was true or that everybody believed it. I would have to source that, but apparently there were cases where they were used for that type of a purpose explicitly. But they were not just that, of course. They were also for dueling and, you know, just the other regular stuff a rapier was used for. There were cases of manslaughter as well, where people were stabbed in the leg with the intention of not killing them, but they hit the femoral artery, and then back then especially, that's pretty much instant death, so nowadays technically it's instant unconsciousness. You're not dead, like, right away, but you do have to address the bleeding pronto. It's not a good place to be stabbed. You can be killed just as easily as the stab to the heart. You'd basically want to be at the surgery table when it happened to survive, to have the best chance of survival. But hopefully that's not happening when they're doing surgery on you, that somebody did something very wrong if that happened, I would assume. But the flail, I could see that. It's hard to block flails with a sword. The Protestant flail, it's interesting way to term it because there are flail sources that come from the Catholic world. I'd be curious to learn more about that specific flail. The flail was more common in history than people give it credit for. It was not always the most common thing carried around, but it was there. Peasants were obviously using the two-handed flail. There were some even expensive two-handed flails as well, and stuff. And there were one-handed flails as well, contrary to popular belief. I think a lot of people are starting to realize that now, though, that flails are actually a little bit more common than we're giving credit for. Used by many, like basically all sections of society, not just the peasants. There's even depictions of the two-handed flail being used by knights and men-at-arms. So it was regarded sometimes as a decent two-handed anti-armor weapon. I think most would have preferred a poleaxe, because it's you know, having an expensive polearm like that is a good way to show off your status, but also because they're probably, generally speaking, a little bit more effective, but do not discount the flail. The flail is very hard to defend against, and it can hit your head. And especially if you try to block, it can kind of wrap around and smack the back of your head, which is pretty nasty to think about. defense against the flail. I guess pistols were really expensive at that time. That's probably, if I'm reading that correctly, from comments. Anyway, I'll try to focus on the fight. I can talk about this for ages. There's a lot of videos by Todd of Todd's Workshop and Matt if you want to learn more about flails. Goes in for the lunge. Actually, Oak doing really good with Marina, which is a bit surprising because Marina is pretty hard to use. But Oak is that good, he can pick anybody up and just start winning. Let's see. Using Connor now, pretty smart choice. The chicken dance is something funny that Connor can do. Nice, hit to the head. Nice, you're lifting there, but Oak is tired. Ooh, and a hit to the head. I think Connor, in this matchup, if I were to bet on a character, I would bet on Connor because of his reach. Obviously, the Marina can still win. I've definitely seen them win it pretty handily before, but as a general rule, I will tend to favor Connor. His retreat X is actually very good at stopping Marina's hand. Nice punch, hit to the head. Oak making a nice comeback. One more needed to win the whole fight. Nice retreat attack to the hand. And straight to the head there. Oak takes it, but a much closer fight this time around. Okay, Luck, let me know if you need to fight right away. If not, we're gonna do Synth against a beer. Okay, synth on the left, a beer on the right. And like I said, Luck, if you need to fight like right after this one that you're gonna do for the champion fight and you're selected by the wheel, like let me know. We can do the spin. Keyboard, yeah, of course. A pistol can be learned in about 2 hours or so. Depends, define 2 hours or so. If we're talking about loading and shooting, yeah. But I think marksmanship with a pistol is also very difficult. The amount of training you need to get competent with that is a lot. And I say that as somebody who's fired modern pistols. I've thankfully had the privilege of doing so, despite the fact that Canada is very restrictive towards handguns in particular. But I can tell you that if you think aiming with a pistol is easy, you have another thing coming. And it doesn't need to be a powerful pistol to be hard to aim. Like, even just like a 9mm. Aiming that consistently at a stationary target even takes some practice. And then imagine under pressure somebody who's moving. That's gonna change. And back then you get one shot. Like even today, the shooting, even today, the accuracy rate of pistols could be pretty abysmal. And that's with multiple bullets being sent down range. Back then, you miss once, you've got to reload. Or you've got to switch to your, more likely, you got to switch to your secondary weapon. I think the biggest problem with the wheel lock, because the wheel lock was the typical pistol in this time period, is actually more so that you get misfires. What ends up happening is the wheel lock mechanism is very complex, so it's very easy for it to just decide not to work. And then you have to be experienced to deal with that issue in a safe manner. It's typically not just going to blow up in your face. They were actually surprisingly high quality a lot of times. It could happen though. The safety standards were not what they are today. But I think the biggest problem would be just randomly misfiring if it gets wet or something. Alright, what's going on? Switch sides? I can't play, bro. It's stuttering every second. Okay, does anybody else want to host for Europe, maybe? Alright, Abir, you can host this fight if you want. Synth would still be pretty far away, so it makes little difference for her. Although you would get the host advantage, so if somebody else like Turk could host. Yeah, maybe somebody ping. I'll ping Turk actually. Yeah, it's just I don't want to give Abir the host advantage if I can avoid it. Sava? Sure, we could have Sava host if he's confident enough in his host. And I'll just watch, so I'll join your parsec. Cool, I see your link, I'm gonna join. Yeah, Beer, for some reason, he really struggles in my host. I'm not really sure why, but it is what it is. Okay, Synth on the left, a Beer on the right, I believe. If we're just redoing the fight, I don't know what they want to do. Well, Flintlocks are more reliable than those two. There is a reason why they made the switch eventually, although it was pretty slow because matchlocks were still pretty decent, and you gotta sort of master the technology such that you can mass produce it. Yeah, so Rapsig, you might be able to get a fight, but we've had technical issues and we're already almost 2 hours in, so alright, back Y from a beer. And a chop, that's a double. Good stab. Ooh, a beer. Not long guarding in time. One of the F buttons, the F keys does it. F6, F5, try those. F7. Oh, not F8. There you go. Sidestep by a beer, nicely done. Nice chop. Oh, and the damage it looks like is on as well. But oh well. Can't see the new stream. Hang on. Yeah, you guys can keep fighting. That's because I have the game capture on. That's my bad. You should see it now. Sorry about that. A beer's been playing this pretty straightforward. I shouldn't be on the HQ anymore. I switched it. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. I saw you guys on YouTube earlier. We're good to go. Oh yeah, the names are, yeah. They're redoing the fight, so I didn't switch them. Yeah, so Abir obviously was playing Barabash, so he's on the right. Double. And there it is. Abir makes it messy, and that's how you beat Marie. Nicely done. Obviously, if you're struggling with delay, though, yeah, it's tough against Marie. So that's why it looked that way earlier. Barbash is still a pretty clear counter. I won't switch the names because Abir is clearly on the left now. Double. Yeah, and the dash attacks are actually very easy to counter. You just parry them and then hit the head. We saw that earlier, actually, in Mechanics' fight, actually. And when Info was throwing that move, it was pretty easily countered. Good parry at the triangle. A little overzealous on the counter. Nice. Just goes in, though. That's what you have to do. It's on Barabash to close in, so however you make that happen, whether it's a sidestep or a chop, gotta be careful not to get caught, though, without long guard. Good dash in there. Abir wasn't ready for it. Didn't long guard. A little bit too close. Ooh, broke the long guard to go for the chop and then the stab. Nice. Yeah, Abir having to lock in a little bit as Synth is starting to get some ground back. Good usage of the sidestep this time. Able to get out of the way of the point. Still got grazed a bit, but that's not really a big deal. Still a very good read on Abir's part. And that's a double stab through the chin and a cut to the head. That will kill both fighters, no problem. Who is pinging me? You were on this one after, right? No, Luck is gonna be fighting after this one against Platypi. Again, we're out of order because people were having to leave early. But we're gonna try and get back in order. Yeah, sorry. The fight card, as you see it, is not the actual order fights are happening in. At least for now, we'll try to get back on in order, but in fact, what we'll do is after Luck's fight, regardless of what happens with that, we're gonna spin the wheel and see who is gonna fight me. Because I haven't seen any interest from the fighters yet to fight it out for the chance to fight me, and we are running low on time as well compared to usual. So, I mean, I'll still be able to host the whole time. That's not a problem, but I think for time's sake, we'll just randomize it and see who gets to fight me. Whether it's Luck or it is Platypi. We know for a fact Info will be one of the contenders. Mechanics was not quite able to get there. Not for lack of trying, though. Those were tough fights. Oh, goes low. Nice usage of the triangle just then. Upcut makes it messy, and that's where Marie will immediately struggle, but it is close. Gotta give Simp some credit here. Going for a stab. Both of them trying to catch each other out now. They don't want to give this flag away. Sidestep by a beer, but he's out of measure. A little bit too far there to make that move work. That would have been beautiful if he was in measure, but he's out of measure once more, just wildly throwing a swing out of range. Naturally, that gets punished. Gotta play tight with Bar. You can't be swinging wildly like that. Not in this matchup, anyway. Okay, 1-1. Goes for a dash. It's a trade that actually favors Marie. Upcut, double. Nice sidestep to the arm. Oh yes, and actually Turk is here. And with Turk, if he wins, he'll be a contender for next week. Just so Turk is aware, he is up for contention, but we didn't do the wheel spin with him, so he'll have to wait until next week. But if he wins, then he'll have a clear path to the challenge there. Sidestep, out of measure, get stabbed. Gotta watch your distancing against Marie. That's really the common theme. Misses the cut there. Nicely done by Synth. Ooh, good recovery. Nice punish. Sidestep. Goes in. Nice. Yeah, sometimes you gotta create your own opportunities too. It's not just a matter of letting Marie overextend. Sometimes you just gotta go. As soon as your opponent falters a little bit, makes a slight mistake, you just go in. And if it's a trade, Barbash will tend to win out. That's where it gets messy, and then Marie doesn't get the clean stab that she's looking for a good hit with the tip for maximum damage. There we go. He's hit to the shoulder, but Barbash's hit was more devastating. The dash is immediately countered. Nicely done. And that's the danger of the dash. It's a very risky move. Sidestep attempted, and then there was a feint. Nice by a beer. Getting blade contact with the long guard chop. And we're switching sides again. A beer needs one more. Synth needs two. Beer thinking about Yon. Yon can work as well, although I wouldn't tend to prefer him against rapiers. I think his dynamic stabbing ability allows him to contest range a little bit better. So it's a bit of a give and take. Do you want more explosive movement or fast cuts, or do you want a bit more rangy gameplay with still some pretty good fast cuts, but they're not quite as fast as Bara? That's sort of the trade-off. You get a bit more HP with Yun too. Whiffing there and get stabbed immediately. Nice call out. Snap cut attempted. Nice try. Wiggling stab there to deny the blade beat, and then there's a stab to the arm. That's the nice thing about that move, is it can be tougher to blade beat because she's disengaging with the rapier to get the point and the blade itself out of the way. Which is what you'd want to do in a lot of cases with the rapier, as long as you're at range. Those fancy twirls won't do you so much good if you're being cut in the face, but that's not what was happening there. You gotta be very careful concentrating your attacks too much on the blade and not on the actual opponent. The biggest mistake people make is they focus too much on beating the rapier and not on actually hitting Marie. And you can notice when a beer focuses on hitting Marie, he has a lot better success. Sometimes the blade beats are useful, but they have to be a setup for an immediate follow-up. If there's no follow-up, the blade beat's kind of useless. Chop. Good stab by Synth. A beer threatening a sidestep, and then there's an upcut. Nicely done. Displacing the rapier a little bit and hitting the body. Going for a snap cut, going for a sidestep, another sidestep threatened. Good usage of it to feint by a beer. Sometimes that does pay off. As a Synth tries to go for the quick punish as a result. The dash in there, instantly punished. Perfect by a beer. That's how it is done. Threatening some cuts there, and Synth tries to call out the feint, which sometimes works, but this time a beer is ready. Sidestep there, not quite able to hit. Looks like the hand protection caught it. It did look a little strange the first cut, but a beer was pretty far away. Ooh, sidesteps the cut, but doesn't complete it. Nice try, though. I don't think he expected that to work. I think it was more of a sort of a feint with the sidestep. Ooh, yeah, goes low. Thrust attempt, nice triangle as a punish tool. Not able to kill, but it is a pretty decisive hit. Ooh. Loving that triangle a lot. Trying to stab the hand now, moving to the side, love that. It's a very good way to get distance from your opponent while keeping yourself safe, is to sidestep while doing a retreat attack, and Marie has a few of those. Snap cut to the head, perfect punish. Thrust attempts there. Synth trying to apply some pressure at range. A beer is ready though, and that's why Synth doesn't commit. Because one little deflection and Marie can instantly be killed. Good feints by both of them. A beer a little bit too far, and he recognizes that, so he backs off. That's good. Goes low. Ooh, that could have been punished, but obviously, again, I think a beer is really trying to draw Synth in. Ooh, yeah, that is a dangerous game a beer is playing, but I see the thinking behind it, though he is not able to land that. Goes low. Nice attempt there by Sin, trying to end the fight early. It's going to be 2-2 if Synth does manage this, but the chop, a little hesitation there by Synth. And instant punish. That's what can happen. Now Abir has to stay locked in. This is still tough. Synth not going to make it easy, but I have to say Abir showing us a bit of a masterclass with Bara. I have to give him credit where credit's due. As a Bara main myself, this gets my seal of approval. Chop attempt, thrust attempt to the hand. Dangerous by both. Thrust. Love this back and forth between the two. This could be Hall of Fame material even. Bit of a pause. Abir doing a good job of fending off these stabs, but I'd say Synth is leading this exchange a little bit. Abir will have to find some way to get a hit in. It is up to him to close it. Dangerous game again. Goes for a back Y. Does beat the blade. Good recovery. As he was about to be punished. Trick shot is an interesting choice. I would not use that, but if you did get it to work, I'd be very impressed. I would not do that with such an important flag. Oh, and he got stabbed in the hand, so he was not able to complete the cut, which makes sense. If your hands run through like that, and plus the physics of it too, you're just not gonna be able to complete that cut. The blade is in the way at that point. We're down to the wire. It is 2-2. Okay, let's see. Chop attempt. Nice cut. Good exchange between these two. Sidestep into snap cut. Nice combination by Abir, but a little bit too far. Sidestep. Trying to beat the blade. Blade away. Low guard. Good sidestep, but still gets hit in the leg. Wasn't able to step to the side in time, which makes sense. He was still in the way. Bara clears of his body before he clears of the leg with that sidestep. At least enough with the leg to get out of the way of that attack, is what I mean. But he does do a good job of like parrying with his upper body and getting that out of the way ASAP. But stuff that's coming low, it depends on the direction. Goes with the dash thrust. Again, very risky move. Usually not the move to use here. But it's a good way to apply pressure on your opponent and to force them to use long guard. But any deflection and it's over for Marie. Good stab to the hand. Ooh, retreat thrust there. Abir getting a little overzealous. Falling for them a little bit. Gotta stay locked in. Thrust attempt. Doesn't connect, a little too far. Abir also a little bit too far though. Synth is managing to keep range. Quick thrust there. Abir's gotta find a way in. Ooh, sidestep, but only a slight hit. Upcut, and that's a double. A doble. Upcut, nice parry. With the strong there, chop to the head, yes. I pretty much said it, like, I immediately read the situation just like Abir did. That's exactly what I would do. I was like, yeah, the chop's coming right after that. And Abir delivered. That was good. That is the counter. Perfect deep thrust there. Abir trying to get back to long guard, but he was a little too slow. Ooh, stab to the hand. Stab again to the hand. Another stab to the hand. Trying to nail him as he goes for that chop. And good sidestep to get out of the way. Synth is playing this really well, but you can tell Abir is now applying lots of pressure, has a little bit of confidence now after that previous flag. Gotta be careful though. Sometimes Marie players actually really like the corner because you'll get overzealous if you're attacked, and then you get punished. Nice usage of the sidesteps again by Synth. Underrated moves for Marie. Good way to keep out of range. Nice, the hand protection saving her there. A little bit too far. Beer had to get closer for that to be a double. Or even his win. But more likely, I would say a double with that stab. That stab does hit pretty hard. Sidesteps there, takes a little bit, but that sidestep, I would say, saved him there. Made it more of a graze than a proper hit. But that was dangerous. It could have easily been a double. Upcut there, getting the inside of the hand protection. Nicely done by Abir. And Abir needs one more to secure this win. Upcut. Ooh. Not able to hit it this time. A little too far. Very precise cutting by Abir at times, really helping him out here. Just gotta find a way in again. That's the one thing. But Marie, of course, is gonna do everything she can to not allow that to happen. Sidestep attempt, but feints it. Nice. Dashing, beats the blade down. Nice by Abir. Very good blade work by both of them. This has probably been the best fight today so far. Parries it there. Nice by Abir. Grabbing out of measure is not smart. I'm assuming he meant to do something else. That can happen, believe it or not. Upcut there, Abir goes in, goes for a deep target. Can be risky, but that is what he needed. And takes Marie out there. Nicely done. Outstanding by both players. Very active game. Platypi against Luck. Sava Grouse against BK right after this. Okay, and I'm going to leave your Parsec, Sava, because Platypi and Luck are both North American players, so they'll definitely prefer those hosts. Okay, they're both here. Excellent. Okay, again, very important fight here, is this will decide who gets a chance to challenge the champion. We might see an Isabella Mirror, although Platypi plays quite a few characters, so he might instead pick somebody to counter Isabella. We'll see. But it's between two North American players, so it should be pretty exciting. And just to show people how the fight card looks right now, so we're doing Luck against Platypi, and then we're going to try and get back into order. So that'll mean Sava against BK comes up right after this. Then we've got Castar against Apostle. Dauntless, it says Dauntless against Meister Cake, but I'm actually going to have British Turk fight Meister Cake. And as for Max, I think Dauntless will be here. And Ratzig will give you a space if you're still around by then. Feel free to ping me again if I forget. In fact, I'll just make a row and we'll do this. Just for transparency, I'll show you how this is looking and we'll go with that. Okay. Again, Luck on the left, Platypi on the right. I'll just boot the game back up. Alright, let's focus on the fight here. We got Luck against Platypi. Isabella Mir, I'm actually not surprised by this. Luck is the fastest player in the server as far as reaction time. Even with Isabella, he makes her look way faster than she actually is. But Platypi is actually from Alberta, same city as me, so his ping is going to be very good. So I expect a really fast-paced Isabella fight between these two. They're both really good at Isabella. And their styles are a little more creative than some other Isabellas. I'm not saying that to throw shade at them, it's just some players prefer to play more tight, other players prefer the counter game, an active counter game like Luck, the fast reaction time. Other players are a little bit more aggressive still, like Warden. Sometimes Platypi I've seen can be a little bit aggressive. My Isabella is kind of balanced and no nonsense. Like, there's some variety to be had for sure. Nice. Nice retreat cut, and actually Platypi is proving to be a really tough challenge here for Luck. So I'm glad these two got a chance to fight. They're both North Americans, so I mean, if I had to choose the fights, I probably would have done something like this, to be fair. It's kind of funny that the random wheel ended up being more or less how I would have done it, but for transparency, I did post it if you guys want to see the wheel results. They were streamed live. I know Mechanics was a little concerned that the skill level was perhaps a little bit lopsided, and it was, but when you're a champion contender, you gotta be given tough opponents. It's just how it is. But now that his losing streak has been reset, I'll give him weaker opponents again, most likely, and he'll work his way up again. That's how it's supposed to work. Yeah, but we have seen other skilled Maries do it since, and we've demonstrated pretty clearly that Marie's not overpowered. It's really just people struggle to fight her who aren't used to the previous Marie. You can see me fight Marie, it's not a problem even against people like Info, so... I'm not convinced Marie is overpowered. I think it's a lot of drama for nothing. We've even seen the dash thrust that you were talking about was pretty easily stopped, so... Anyway, Platypi is actually ahead. He did a great job of Isabella. But Luck not far behind. Let's switch sides. Luck won that one, huh? Are the sides wrong or something? Because Luck is on the left. Or was. I'm confused, because the sides pretty clearly said Luck was on the left. I guess I had it wrong somehow. The fighters must not have picked the right side. Okay. Reverse the sides then. Apparently they didn't pick the right side, so... Push attack, then hit. Luck, surgical with those cuts. And there's a stab by Luck. Just going ham. He's really fast. So unsurprisingly. Yeah. Now it's not looking so even between these two. And there it is. Luck. With his second win, I'm told. Looks like the sides were incorrect. You're confused. What? What's confusing? Yeah? Well, I did in the stream, but that's fine. If you didn't hear it on Discord or whatever, it's fine. Sidesteps by Luck. Both contesting the center, but Luck beating Platypi to the punch there pretty consistently. Although, Platypi was able to get a slight hit, and Luck was tired, unfortunately for him. Nice dash in. Double. Then a cut by Luck. Good usage of the X cut to combo off of that. He's really good at using the snap cut. Possibly the best in the server at that too. Although every Isabella main has to be good with that particular move. The dash in there a little overzealous. But I think Luck does a great job with canceling it and using it really quickly. And also using the snap cut after the stab. That's like his trademark move. You think he's exposed, but then he goes straight for the snap cut right after a lot of the time. This time he did a sidestep. Maybe he wanted the snap cut. Very easy to misinput that, actually. Or maybe it was part of the plan, too. That is not impossible. Because it does give him an angle, in theory. Upcuts, nice retreat. And Platypi ahead by 1 flag. Cuts there. And dashes in, but there's the hands there. Very exposed in the middle of that dash. And then in between. Double. Frost nearly landed. Nice try by Luck, but he still is ahead in the exchange. Good usage of spacing there to keep the pressure on and get the kill. Very skillful Isabella. Snap cut after the thrust there, nearly catching Platypi, but he finishes that well. Retreat cut there does nail Luck. High guard cut, good trade there. Exchange into snap cut. Yeah, Luck is definitely the aggressive one now. Trying to force it. Good sidestep though by Platypi. An X cut there, just out of measure initially, but then steps in with it. Good usage of its parry. Rush attempt into snap cut, but the trade doesn't favor Luck this time. Was not able to hit the head. Cuts by Luck. High guard cut. Snap cut, nice. Keeps up with the pressure there. Getting some damage in. Rushed attempt into snap cut again. Luck is looking for that quick hit. Upcut resulting in a double. Might see a few more of those. High guard cut was whiffed slightly. I think he actually did graze a little bit with the linger, but Luck very clearly allowed that to whiff and then got a clearer hit. So it makes sense that he won that. So Luck takes it. Now we have Sava Grouse against BK. Hopefully BK is around. Sometimes BK is not around when he's being called. Nice, they're both here. If anybody needs keyboard, let me know. Sava Grouse will take the left to start us off. BK on the right. Okay, is BK able to select? Oh, you want to fight next week, Luck? Cool. That makes it easy, actually. So if Turk wins, then actually those two might end up fighting next week. But yeah, that's Luck and Turk, that is. But Luck does have a guaranteed 3-win streak, so he will be up next week for sure. All right. So is BK able to select keyboard? Cool. Go ahead. You have keyboard. Sometimes clicking the screen helps as well. Okay. I don't know what's going on. BK, you have keyboard. Try again. I reset gamepad, so try again. There you go. Okay, Sava Grouse needs to select. Zara. He was thinking about whatever pick he was gonna make. Okay, I need coffee. It's been a bit of a long event with technical issues, so I'm gonna go grab some. If I'm not back by the time you guys have finished the round, you guys know the drill. Just switch sides and keep fighting. No need to waste any more time. I'll switch the names whenever it's convenient, as needed.
Fala pano!
Okay, I'm back. Looks like I missed 2 rounds and it's 1-1. The side should be correct now because of that. Alright, let's... This is ridiculous. Oh, you're having lag problems? Yeah, I don't know, because my connection is good. Most people are having a decent time on it, so I'm not sure what's up with yours. Or I'm not saying it's your end, and could be a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, but even European players do well, so I'm wondering what's going on. So, I don't know. Quality of the connection, maybe Turk is available. Turka Marie, are you available? It's 1-1. Yeah, could you host for these two? Okay, I'm joining Turk. BK needs keyboard, by the way. If you can hear me. Oh yes, I believe I'm... Never mind, I'm out of the game. Perfect. So you should be able to see the parsec on the stream. Nice back wide to the head. Okay, Sava Grouch is doing a great job of Zera. Even with the lag, it seems like he was just throwing stuff, and it seems like there was a case where he didn't know his timing, so his opponent was struggling as well with his timing, because it was sort of wild, from what I was able to gather. I didn't see the whole fight, unfortunately. I suspect that's what that was going on, but his Zera is clearly very good as well, so that does help. He knows the moves. Does a good job of clearing space, and from what I understand, he was trying to learn Zera, so it's definitely showing. But BK's not out of it yet. He's a bit more experienced, so there is definitely an opportunity to make a comeback. Good exchange. Back wide to the hand, but doesn't quite hit because the hand guard. Thrust is sidestep just barely. Stab of his own, though, does not connect. Okay. Good exchange. Goes for a thrust up close, but just goes ham with those cuts and blasts through. Nicely done by Sava. Okay, BK on the left now, Sava Grouch on the right. Sava Grouch has one more, and he's considered Sava, but looks like he sticks with Zera, which makes sense. BK sticking with his main as well, which is Yon. Big cut there, but nice punishment there as it was a little bit out of measure. sidestep there. Very good way to deal with Zera, by the way. Dice connect. Especially when Zera overcommits, he often the track to catch you. So it's up to Zera to use his sweeping attacks to catch a sidestep or to sidestep himself. Sidesteps there by BK, making it a bit messy up close. Dashes in, but it's a double. Very risky move. Can be quite powerful though, that stab to the arm or gut. Very slow. Back Y, catching him as he comes in for a cut. Hitting the hand guard though. Okay. And then a back Y, I think. Might have been a back X, actually. It looked a little weird, so I'm actually not sure. But it was a clear hit, regardless of how weird it might look. And there we go, takes the hand right off that powerful cut. Sava Grouse needing 2 more now. High guard by Sava Grouse. BK still good to go. Sava Grouse really wants to make the high guard work, or maybe it's a psychological tool that could also be part of it. Big X cut there, bashing the blade aside, but a little bit too far to actually land a hit. Still, it's a good way to clear space. Which is what Zera is really good at, compared to most characters. Back Y, good exchange. Sidesteps by both, but Jan is able to reach Zera first. That was a good try though. Very nicely played Zera by Sava. Nice to see a new style with him too. Back Y. One of the bread and butter moves for Zera. Very nicely executed. It's up to BK to find a way to hit the hand to punish that move. And there we go, he finds a way. If you spam back Y too much, your hand can become a target. It is generally a safe move, but because you're not auto-guarding, your hand is even more of a target than usual with Zera. Goes in for a thrust, a little bit too close it looks like, and he got slightly deflected. Good sidestep attempt, but he was weighted out there, and now it's down to the wire. Both are still good. BK stopping for a little bit there, but he's good now. Work a little bit out of measure, gotta watch the recovery. Nice, in the back wide there, that sidestep. Goes for the full sidestep and the retreat cut, scooping the nose right off. That would be a nasty cut to be hit by. And there you have it, Sava Grouse able to win. Sorry about the lag, my friend. Usually that doesn't happen, even for European players, but these things happen. We're not playing true online, so these sorts of things are to be expected sometimes. I'm glad you still was able to win in the end, even won some fights on my host, which was impressive, if it was as laggy as you say, so congrats. And good try from BK as well, that was a pretty entertaining fight. We have Apostle against Castar now. It doesn't really matter if he was turtling, man. It's just on you to figure out how to deal with it. It's a legitimate style, just like playing offensively. And I don't think he was really turtling because he was throwing some pretty wide swings out there, but never mind. It's not worth getting mad about. It's really silly, if anything. Yeah, let's just leave it at that, guys. It's a silly thing to be annoyed by, but you know. All right, Apostle is here, which is good. I don't know if Castar is here. Haven't heard anything.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Piper.
Well, can I do some guest commentary?
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
I've arrived for some guest commentary.
Yeah, it looks like Apostle might be in need of a fight, as well as Castar
Ooh.
is not around. So if you want to be
Mm,
a guest fighter as well, I would be up for that.
I could do that.
Okay. That would really make things a lot smoother because I'm not getting anything from Castar, so.
Um, he's hold on. Oh, he said what are we at? What time one? Oh yeah. He said like 3 minutes ago. He said be out for at least one round. I'm having dinner.
Oh, cool. We'll just wait then. That's fine.
Cool.
If Apostle is able to wait, that is. Otherwise, we'll work something out. Alright, we'll skip that fight then, and we'll go to Maestro against British Turk.
Ooh, that's a good one. See what Turk, you got to put down this Yankee for the Empire.
And after that, it'll be Max against Dauntless. Actually, you can fight Radzik Piper, because I assume Castor will be
All
around,
right.
so that works perfectly. Because we still need
Cool.
somebody for him. Yeah, sorry for the
Sounds good.
wait, Radzik, but you joined late and we had technical issues, so we're quite behind schedule. Alright, Maestro, 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 are you dipping?
Yeah. Chances are with that guy.
Yeah, because Turk showed up right away, and he's even been hosting some
Open
fights.
fights. Typical. Typical. No, he's typing. Hold on.
Yeah, let's see what he has to
What have
say.
we got to say for yourself?
And this is live too. People are gonna look at the Discord. Oh, he's trying to get his PC to work. Okay. That's
All
what they
right.
all say, but I'll entertain that excuse. We'll wait a minute.
We'll believe him because it's Maestro. We'll give him special treatment.
Yeah. Maybe the plague has spread to him, the technical issues. That could be it. Because it
I
feels
probably
like it
shouldn't
was
have joined this.
spreading.
I've probably infected myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny too, because I was having a bunch of problems, and then the beer's like, "Oh, I'll host the first fight." I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then
Yeah.
suddenly his thing wasn't
He
working.
started having them. They're on to us. They want to take our Hellish Quart away from us.
Yeah.
Our USFC.
Yeah, unfortunately, the establishment doesn't care about online play, so
That's right.
yeah. clean duel touch swords at start. Oh, Maestro dipping. He can't
No,
get
his
it to work.
PC is died.
Oh, in all
Oh
seriousness,
no.
that's unfortunate though.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're here. Turk is here. Why don't you two fight?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's just do that. It's
I
simple.
want to see this. I don't think I played against a new Marie yet.
Yeah, the new Marie is something else. She's not
Get me out.
overpowered,
All right.
but I would put her in A tier, so
No,
you gotta respect it.
that's fun.
Yeah,
I mean, how long have we wanted that?
yeah,
How long has literally everyone wanted that? It's been
yeah,
years.
yeah. And you gotta remember, like many of these Marie mains have played her for years and have been like, we need a
Yeah,
buff. So
we
they're really
need like
good.
one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, they're like disproportionately.
Yeah,
It's Rock Lee training weights, isn't
yeah.
it?
And I think many of us old veterans are used to that type of a Marie, but a lot of the new people aren't. They're used to sort of just doing whatever, and then Marie loses a trade. So,
Just walking forwards. Oh, what side?
Turk is on the left, Piper's on the right.
Okay.
Let's see it though.
He said he
Now,
wants Alex.
this is a matchup Alex might actually hate now, but we'll see. Because he doesn't like being stabbed very much.
I was always bad at it, even when he sucked.
Yeah, I goes low though. Yeah, Piper knows the plan though. It's press forward and cut, so.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Yeah, that wouldn't have killed before, and that feels like it should have always killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Goes low. That was a good try. That handguard for Marie works better too. A lot of the characters got a buff that way. Their handguard actually works properly now. Or it's supposed to anyway. So Marie
Nice.
definitely benefits from it. The jump. Oh. Nice. Yeah, if it gets messy though, I would say Alex still has the edge, but that's a big if.
Yeah.
Nice cuts there. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Usually a risky maneuver, but if Alex isn't ready to hit you in the head. Yeah.
Good timing.
Yeah, this might be a tough matchup. Even Marta, to be honest, Marta can be tough for Alex, so a faster, accurate stabber is probably... Oh, right through the head. Yeah, that's the other thing, she actually pierces the target more often. So you see stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks cooler.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there you go. That was a bit of old Marie for you.
Yeah, yeah. Goes low. That'd be a decent idea, but the
Oh,
double
no.
lunge.
Impaled myself. You want a different one? Alright. I'll do Marta then.
Rapier v rapier.
Let's do it. Oops. I like the default, I think.
Marie tends to dominate this one as well, although Piper is a good Marta, so this will be put to the test. I just like Marie's mobility better in this matchup. I like Marta as a character better in most matchups, but Marie has the mobility and the range. Yeah, that double lunge. Yeah,
Oh,
it just
nice.
skips in there, yeah. But it doesn't feel broken like it used to be years ago when people were complaining about it. It feels like it actually hits cleanly. Oh, yeah, Marta combinations are still brutal. That might be one spot where she has Marie utterly beat, is if she can cause chaos. Ooh,
Nice, yeah. That move works like it feels like it should work.
yes.
Whereas before it would just get tangled up and kind of
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That one too.
Gotta
It's
be
like a
gotta be careful about it.
yeah. It's like a feint and then a proper stab that actually has a threat to it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why would you waste a tempo on a feint if it's not gonna the follow-up's not gonna do anything?
Oh, I messed up the combo.
Oh
No.
Was that blade away? That was a
Yeah.
little weird.
It was unintentional.
Yeah. Surprisingly easy to miss input if you're not careful, actually.
I think when you're using the D-pad too, it's kind of easier.
Oh, just worked that point in. We saw a little bit of old Marie at first, but then Turk showed some dedication, and then the second stab went in. To be fair, most other characters are like that too. Like, if you mess up the first cut, you still have a chance.
It can be blocked.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like Marie now is
Honestly,
doing what other characters can do. Yeah.
I was gonna say even like it even feels more fun because it's less janky. I don't know. Like even though she's better, even though I'm losing more.
Yeah.
It feels more satisfying if I lose in like a satisfying way, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I took the left way.
Yeah, you see the skill on display, and it's more of a puzzle to solve,
Yes.
less of a. I'm just
Less
gonna
of just a
brainlessly
like
move
jank
forward.
fest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you die, it's kind of like because there was some janky cutscenes.
Now that is brave right there. Hassan might be the weakest character now, but we'll see. I say that though. Piper did that really nicely there. Trick shot to open it up. Okay, Piper might just prove us a little bit wrong here, but typically I would say Hassan really hates the stabs to the body.
Why did you say that?
Nice, okay. I mean, Piper's whole raison d'etre is moving forward, so at least he has that covered. It's like, if there's any opportunity to get in, like, he's gonna get in. I think that does help him, especially with the long guard.
Nice. Oh yeah, that was nice blade beat.
Yeah, the Turk is adjusting a little bit. Oh, nice. The feint. A feint that actually kills. That's actually impressive. Most of the listed feints really suck. I think that one usually sucks too, but in this case... Oh, the tired stab! That is a first for me, actually, but it's good to see that it can actually do something.
Yeah. Oops.
Piper's moving in. The sidestep seems to be a good idea. Double lunge. Oh, nice backdash.
No. Yeah.
That was crucial right there, the backdash. Funny, Piper's doing the best with Hassan right now than the other characters. Oh,
that's it.
Great. Oh. That should have been it, I think. Yeah, maybe a triangle would have sealed that deal. I'm actually kind of surprised we're not seeing that. Maybe because it's really high commitment. Piper figured something out. Oh, that should have been it, I think. By the way, British Turk,
Oh.
if he wins this, he does get a chance to fight Luck, and then whoever wins that fight will challenge the champion, so there is quite a bit of space here.
Oh, come on, give me one, please.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna want to win this, but let's see if Piper can do it. I'll be very impressed. Oh,
No. GG.
yeah. I think that was still very impressive with Hassan. I would not take
Thanks.
that matchup willingly. Okay. Whoa. Alright, that's enough of that. That is hurting my ears.
Sorry, my controller fell over.
Oh, yeah, no
Put it back on the
worries.
computer.
Okay, Max against Dauntless. That was a good fight, though. That last one especially.
Thanks.
Pinging info, because Max said to ping info for this one. Dauntless is here. Sorry to make you wait, Apostle. I don't see a cast star yet, so we'll wait a little bit longer. Dinner should take priority, so there's no problem. Plus, we're like an hour behind schedule or something stupid, so I'm assuming Castar thought he would be free, but then stuff happened, so. Okay, Dauntless is here. We can actually get Dauntless to fight Apostle as well. If Max doesn't show up, but I believe that is Max. So we're good there. Max on the left, Dauntless on the right. We can still have you fight Radzig, by the way, because I don't see anybody else lining up to fight, so.
Oh, right, nice.
Yeah, I don't mind. I know Vinu is not usually a
Cool.
fan of double fights, but you did lose, so it's, you know.
I was gonna
it's not
say,
as
yeah.
bad.
Normally, if you lose.
Oh, hang on. I think it's selected right away for some reason. You see that? It highlights
Is my
right
controller
away.
disabled?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Is my controller might be bugging out? Let me unplug it. Hold on.
Yeah. I can also
There
just
we go.
remove it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that explains it. It was moving down as I was trying to
Yeah,
move my
yeah.
cursor up.
Sorry.
Alright. Yeah, no worries. Max on the left, Dauntless on the right. We're almost done. We have 3 more fights and then we fight info.
Yeah, USFC is a gauntlet these days. That
Oh,
like
yeah.
so many people. It's good. It's great. But yeah,
Max with Samuel, Dauntless with
helps for
Yazoo.
your stamina.
Yeah.
I like this style from Dauntless moving in.
Yeah. Quite good swing,
Swinging.
actually. Ooh.
Yeah, this is cool. Just gotta keep bashing away at Sam's guard.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Bit of a wind up
I
by
like that
Max.
patience
Yeah, that was good.
but like still aggressive, but patient.
Yeah. Ooh. Max should win this, Yont says. I guess we'll see. I will say, Max has had
Ooh,
some
I
very
like
good
that.
performances lately, so it's possible. Got 3rd place recently, I believe, in a tournament, so.
Double.
Yeah, double. Love saying it like that.
Encore.
Nice, yeah.
Sneaky long guard and then just step around, cut the shoulder.
Yep. Sam is very good at that. Just that sidestep X to get around the guard. If something goes wrong for the opponent, that's a pretty surefire way to hit.
I like that one too, the wire.
Yeah, it's basically a Vineyard, but a little more precise.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice exchange again between these two.
Yeah, Max is throwing like cuts which let him return to guard just in time for an exchange.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to watch the clashing of these swords. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that might have been Max's, but he gets cut.
Yeah. Often that leg cut is very dangerous, actually. Usually one shots, but hit to the head there. Getting tired, you gotta be careful.
Ideas.
Jesus versus
The
Obi-Wan.
epic action.
I can kinda see it. Definitely see Jesus. Obi-Wan is a little meh, but...
I can see sort of you and McGregor.
Yeah. Nice, wow.
Yeah, it works.
We don't see a lot of that lately, the dashing forward to the side step. Usually it's less responsive when you do that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Sam is able to do it better though. I think, like Sam compared to most sabers, is pretty responsive, I find. Cowstar, you'll fight after this. I'll just let him know here.
Nice back way. Riposte after that exchange. Ah, gets it with the forward way.
Yeah.
Took some damage, didn't matter.
Oh. Nice.
It's a cool step, but yeah.
Parried. Nice. Yeah, Max really likes that wind-up cut. It looks like a truck, but it's kind of telegraphed as well. Is the danger.
The forward one? The forward X one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one? Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
wonder if he hits the guard, he's kind of behind the tempo sometimes when that happens. And so Dauntless is able to lead the exchange from there.
And then he loses that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad move to open with per se, but Yazid's defense is pretty solid, as is his riposte speed.
Yeah, I guess maybe you're trying to catch him as he's going forward or something.
Yeah.
But
Could be useful to feint that maybe sometimes into a back Y or something. To catch him if he tries to do that.
Can you catch
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah, you can, just like Zera's cut. That
Okay.
big swing that he does, yeah.
Yeah, that might work.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. We don't see that B cut very often. The boss likes it, but players don't typically throw it.
Yeah, the boss always gets killed from. Oh, nice.
Yeah, when I see that move, I'm
Also
always happy, because I see the head.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice feints and cancels. That's kind of, yeah, what you were saying with the forward X. Is drew him forward and then that's when it's going to get through the guard.
Yeah. Equally, I think Yazid can benefit from that type of thing as well.
Right, and then cancel it into the back wire too.
Nice.
Yeah, similar sort of thing. Attacks with the two hits and then lands the hit on the retreat.
Oh, pop the hand off there.
Sausage cup. Yeah. I can't imagine. Can you ever imagine a false edge cutting someone's wrist off? Feels like you must have to really.
Yeah.
Although I've seen some people. Nice. Looked like he blocked with the hanging guard on the wind up for that move. That was cool.
Yeah, I would think a false edge cut typically would not cut the hand off. You could definitely disable the hand with it, but I think cutting it off would take a really perfect hit with like all of your
Yeah.
your might. Yeah, but it doesn't take much to damage the hand though. That's for sure.
Right. I wonder if they would just walk. Ooh, nice. Yeah, good angles.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was in a duel, I'd agree to wear gauntlets.
Yeah. Hand hits are so common.
For the sake, for the sake of my dueling career, if nothing else.
Yeah. Well, even a lot of unarmored duels, they said specifically, like, we're gonna wear gloves, you know? Like, at least something. I know gloves are not armor per se, but they at least allow you to grab the blade sometimes, or bat it away, you know? Especially if it's rapiers. But if you get run through, or you take a direct hit, it's still pretty bad. Nice.
Oh, the stance switch was nice. It blocked a cut, but then Max was persistent.
I wonder if people have tried hiding mail under gloves. I feel like you could. It would limit your dexterity, but I feel like you could.
That's a good little cheat. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem would be dexterity though. A lot of people don't even put mail in their gauntlets sometimes because that, you know, limits the ability to move your fingers. But as a way to bat a blade aside, I think it would still work.
Yeah.
You know, in your offhand or something. Certainly wouldn't want to get yeah, you certainly would not want to be caught cheating like that though. That
yeah, true.
not end very well. But sometimes people said, well, this wasn't in the rules, so it's okay. And, you know, that was the argument people would make. Like Fiore, have you seen Fiore's poison powder poleaxe?
No.
He has a recipe for poison powder. You stuff it in a poleaxe for a duel, and then you just dump it onto your opponent's face to blind them. and he suggests it for a duel.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And it's like, well,
specifically.
Yeah. And it's like, well, it's not in the rules, so if it's not in the rules, then... and he's like, I'm not telling you to do this, but do this, you know?
I've never heard... That's like the most Fiore thing I've heard.
Yeah. But I love how he words it, too. He's not telling you to be dishonorable, but he's like, this is something you can do.
That's so specific as well. Like, I don't know, I feel like... That's quite a creative method of cheating.
Yeah. And apparently the concoction can cause permanent blindness, so it's serious business.
Do we know what it was?
I don't know off the top of my head, but you can go look it up on, like, Within Hour. It's there.
Mad.
Yeah.
Maybe
it has quicklime in it or something? Like, that sounds like the type of thing that...
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quicklime
what's the score? I lost track of the score.
Oh.
Nice push.
Shit, that's a good question. I think it's 1-1. I'll look.
That sounds right to me, yeah.
Yeah, so Dauntless won the first one. Max.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure
Max
just won the last two.
Yeah. So now it's
2-1 to Max.
Yeah. Cool. I am paying attention. Well, I'm talking about Fiore's poison powder.
Anyway, back on the quick line.
Yeah, I was saying that stuff is really like it sticks to you and it just burns.
It's
So
nasty, yeah. Yeah. I know there's people that people are like professional like what's the word? Repointers for a living. They're exposed to it all the time. Suppose you just
yeah,
wear a mask or whatever.
yeah. Well, they wouldn't have worn those, I don't think, back then as much. But you would
No.
think somebody
No,
would
the
put a
amount of
cloth
jobs.
over their face, but like, I guess they didn't.
Yeah. The amount of
Well,
jobs where people were probably just exposed to all sorts of like dust and shit.
yeah. Well, even blacksmithing, like a
Crazy.
lot of people wear masks now. They
Yeah.
didn't back then, though. I can guarantee it.
Fumes.
Or flint
Gnarly.
knapping, even.
Oh yeah. Rock dust is like terrible for you, right?
Yeah,
Any dust, right?
you get black lung or something from it. It's bad.
Silicosis or something, yeah.
Yeah. Knapping looks harmless enough at first, but you do it over and over again, it adds up.
That's the thing. Yeah.
And it doesn't leave your lungs a lot of the time.
Yeah. It seems like such a fatal flaw that any dust is so like just hideously deadly to humans
Yeah. Especially asbestos, which
in
in
terms
some
of
parts of
biological
the US,
design. Oh,
believe it or not, it's actually in the
Ooh.
dust. Because they mined it so much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's like that in some parts of the UK too, because you guys also were using it.
Yeah, like any building put before the 70s is asbestos. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I suppose it might have. I think it's fine if you don't make a hole in it, it's fine. But as soon as it's
Yeah. Yeah, but imagine it just being in the ground so the wind blows it around. It'll get packed asbestos exposure. Maybe not as much as a building, but still, it's there.
no. Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably focus on this beautiful duel.
Is it USFC if for half the fight we don't focus on something else?
Nope.
This is what the people want.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's see who's throwing cuts. They're both throwing cuts.
Yeah. Pretty clean exchanges. They're respecting
moving
each
around.
other. Oh. There
Off goes the hand.
Yeah.
That was kind of two strikes. So it was like a whiffed attack and then instantly punished.
Yeah. Isn't that cool that it applies to two strikes as much as it does this game?
Yeah. Like obviously in two strikes it's kind of hard coded, but like yeah, even this game is. Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool that it's still like the same fighting game strategies work.
I think that's why a lot of the Hellish Quart players, I've been popping in from time to time in those streams, like they're doing well. Just picking up two strikes and
Oh yeah.
getting good.
I mean, Null is on a tear. Like it's ridiculous how dominant he is at that game.
Yeah. Well, he's also a
And
Tekken
Captain
player,
Adler
so
too. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But yeah, Captain Adler like was USFC champion. He hadn't even been playing Hellish Quart that long.
Nice. Yeah, and even when I was messing around too, like I was making the spear work just from understanding range.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
that normal katana woman, like she just lunges for and does
Tomoe.
basic cuts. Yeah.
Yeah. You could just stay out of her range. So
Yeah. A lot of Isabella players
Yeah.
like her. I think because she's so
yeah.
straightforward. Castar's here. Nice. Waiting for Apostle. Sorry for the late Apostle. And Ratsig, if you're still around, you'll fight Piper after this, then I'll fight Info.
Yeah, thanks for playing Dauntless and Max. I hope you enjoyed learning about asbestos.
Yeah,
And what else did I bring up?
yeah.
Um,
Asbestos might be in a lot of stuff that you don't expect. Is the takeaway, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Beware. It's a cautionary life advice here on USFC.
It's just like
We're
lead
just
and
trying to help people
microplastics.
out.
It's the new thing. Like it's
Yes.
everywhere.
Yeah. You got to be wary.
Yeah, the poison
We're
powder.
just
Maybe
trying to help the
asbestos is in
people.
that. Who knows? Maybe there's a bit of
Could have been.
trace amounts. Yeah, it's a natural substance. You can find it pretty easily,
That's what's
actually.
so crazy about it, is that it's natural.
Yeah, it's just a rock, just a really weird kind of rock.
Yeah. I think the only thing is that like it's just light enough to be suspended in air.
Yeah, and you can turn it into fibers
And
and stuff, which is amazing.
that's why it's fiber. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the three types. I did a course on asbestos.
Yeah,
Trying to get a CSCS card. Crocodilite, amosite, and I can't remember the other one. Chrysotile, that's it.
okay, Castar is here, waiting on Apostle. I think we'll just have Castar fight Ratzig if Apostle is not here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't mean to rush you guys, but we are a bit behind schedule, so we gotta do what we gotta do.
What
And
time is it for you?
It's 2:30, so not too bad, but it is a bit later than I would like.
Yeah. Gotta get to the club before Saturday
Ratzig
night's over.
changed his name, I think. I can't ping him.
Oh, he's mango something. Something mangoes.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh yeah.
Alright, hang tight,
That's the one.
Castar. We'll get you somebody to fight. Yeah, apparently I sounded like a celestial being early in the stream. Like, that's how
I
bad
want to
my
hear that.
audio
Yeah, that
was.
sounds cool.
I don't know if you heard it, but
No, I didn't hear.
yeah. Well, I think the
There's no
first
more.
stream is still up. I haven't deleted it yet, so you can go have a listen. I'm like, what the fuck's
I
going on?
remember.
I sound like a celestial being while I'm doing that.
I think you did have a voice though, right? It might have been even for a USFC. I can't remember.
I had a voice changer on my computer. Yeah, it shouldn't have been on.
Yeah.
I did check that. I don't think that's what it was, but
Oh, yeah. No, I just mean
yeah.
I remember I'd heard it before.
I
Yeah.
swear though, I think somebody was connecting to my headphones too, which was kind of wild. I was hearing random music and I couldn't track the device down. Or
Whoa.
I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
yeah. I think that was part of the
It
problem. I
was
don't think it was the entire problem, but I think that was part of it.
I'd like a voicer.
Yeah.
I can never get stuff to work. I've never got digital audio cables to work
Yeah.
in Discord.
Yeah, you're fighting Castar, Ratchet. Sorry for the confusion. Radsig, you're on the left. If you need keyboard, give me a shout. I believe you do.
Custard versus rhubarb.
I think Rhubarb's got to win that one. You got it. Raspberry rhubarb pie. Very good.
That does sound good.
Yeah. It's just got that tartness to it, you know? It's not overly sweet.
Yeah.
I'm
we
assuming
got
you
Alex.
guys don't have Saskatoon berries there, but I also recommend that. It's like blueberries, but with
No,
more
they sound
complex
amazing.
flavor. Yeah.
Ooh, Saskatoon berries.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'd say they're more tart as well. Like they're nice.
Yeah, they sound good.
Yeah. I think in Sweden they have a similar sort of berry. I forget what it's called. There's a pie they really like. Might be a close equivalent.
Hmm.
But
I know
yeah.
they have lingonberries, but I think
Yeah,
they're
that
not
might be
like
what I'm.
blueberries.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh yeah, we got Zaro versus Calc.
Yeah.
Who's who? Do you know who's who?
Repsig should be Calc. Yeah, so lingonberries are not
Okay.
really like blueberries, but they're tart, I think. 'Cause we don't really have those here. But we do have cranberries though, which are also nice.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Did you get the cranberry juice?
Yeah.
Pretty good for you? Probably.
Yeah, cranberry juice is very, very strong, especially if you get the good stuff, but I like that, so.
Yeah, yeah. Got a straight sword change. It's kind of looking like what's it? The Princess Bride fight to me. Lots of like little subtle movements.
Yeah. Yeah, that fight is still peak cinema to this day, if you ask me. I know it's goofy, but it's like goofy on purpose, and it's still... And they're still name-dropping masters while they're doing it, too. It's impressive.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, back in, what? When did that film come out? The 80s, right?
Must be, yeah.
80? No one was reading the manuals back. There was no HEMA back then.
Yeah. So it's impressive they even knew who they were.
Yeah.
And the choreography of it too, you have to appreciate that, especially now that so much of it is like CGI and stuff.
Yeah.
Or cut. It's not even CGI, it's just they cut it so much because the actors are so bad, I guess.
Oh, the shaky
Yeah.
cam and the cuts. It's hell, isn't
much.
it? And then you watch Decoratem and you're like,
Yeah.
thank God for this.
Or even anime sometimes, like when anime does a continuous fight, it can look amazing. It might not be realistic necessarily, but that's not the point. It's just a cinematic, showdown.
No, I think I've not watched enough anime to see some good, like a good weapons fight.
Yeah.
Not seen one.
I think Bleach has a few, but Samurai Champloo is probably up there as far as the
Oh, I have watched Samurai. Yeah, they were good. I forgot about Samurai Champloo because they have the cool the record scratch sounds with the swords.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Bleach is good if you like swordplay mixed with a lot of like magic and stuff and speed, but I think it has.
I was gonna say
that are good.
No, worth which. Okay. Yeah, I liked it. The ones that spring to mind, the Avatar, the Last Airbender ones.
Oh yeah.
Zuko has his swords, they're cool.
Yeah.
Look at his versus.
Yeah, I love how they implemented martial arts and mixed it with magic. It's really cool.
It's so cool.
It's funny though, in Universe they say it's not magic, it's bending, which is kind of funny, but...
Yeah.
The Deluge, yeah, that's a good one for Saber.
Yeah, there's that one. There's the Wolodzowski versus, what's he called? Kimberlichich or something?
Yeah. Sava. I tend to give Calc the edge in this matchup. I think he does the zoning game better, but we'll see.
Ooh. Intercepted the cut. Oh, intercepted the thrust, sorry. Ah, nice. Chop. Is that Chop still? I remember sort of when I stopped playing that Chop, like, got buffed or something, so it went through guard a bit more often.
I think it sometimes still does, yeah. I don't think it's as bad as it was, but It's a great move, no question.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to fire some
It
your
looks cool
opponent.
too. Ooh, hit the floor. I've seen that before. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Sava often does hit the
Double
floor.
head cut.
It's kind of funny though when that cut hits the head, it doesn't kill though. Sometimes that happens, and you're like, "What?
Yeah.
He's cutting so hard, he's hitting the floor after."
Yeah. Yeah. Sava
Sometimes
does
I
kind of
think
look like
the
he's
neck
just
hits.
flailing around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame the neck doesn't register his head.
Yeah. I'm guessing Kubold has a reason, but maybe his boxes are too sloppy, or I don't know. I wouldn't know because I'm not a developer, but I know this game's this game's definitely not the only one that has issues like that though. Even first-person shooters have issues like that, so it's
I
not
think
new.
hitboxes and collisions in general are just a nightmare. I remember,
Yeah.
like, whenever I tried to use Unity, trying to get it to work.
Well, I guess the equivalent would be in a shooter if you tried to simulate ballistics as well. I imagine that would create a whole other set of problems. A lot of games don't really do that. They don't simulate the physics of it.
Oh,
It's just
nice.
sort of...
Nice sidestep.
They just sort of simplify it down, you know, which they probably should in most cases, to be fair.
Yeah. I don't know how he's kind of sliding because like all video game characters always slide, but like look how slippy Sava's shoes look. I wouldn't be able to.
A lot of historic shoes were slippery, that's the thing. Like if you get on mud.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how they did anything.
Apparently
Must
Roman
just have had-
sandals were particularly bad for that if you're on marble. You would just slide on the
Oh
marble.
god.
Yeah.
Seems like the one surface they should be good at, doesn't it?
Yeah. But apparently soil is fine. Mud is, you know, you'll probably slip, but you know, soil, they're good for marching in that type of terrain, but yeah, marble apparently it was like they were wearing skates sometimes. They would slide around if they tried running. Can't imagine.
Gosh, yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
chop.
Good comeback by Ratsuk actually. He's about to win his second fight. Oh.
Oh, I like that. You see, Castor was kind of going forward and then going a bit like you do when you play Alex, or you
Yeah.
do that like step forward and step back, and then chose his moment as he was stepping forwards.
Yeah. And Ratsuk was trying the single tempo, but ended up presenting his head.
Oh, dagger!
Nice. Yeah.
The first time we've seen the dagger come out, I think that was really well timed.
Yep. Nice deflection.
Oh, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, that looked kind of funny. Wow, Major Cade though, I don't know if
Is
you've
that-
seen some of those videos he's posting lately. There's one where a lot of that was happening. Just characters
Oh, yeah.
really stretching.
Going spaghetti all over.
And there were times where he didn't even
Oh,
address it.
wow! Oh my god! Oh, and dashes in with the block.
Yeah.
After a tense match point round, that was really ballsy.
Yeah.
That was
1-1.
cool.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'll just leave you to commentate.
All right. Cool. I'll hold the fort. All right, folks. It's me. We gotta talk about something else. What do we want to talk about? Tell you some more about asbestos. I could talk more about the shoes. Let's analyze Marie's shoes here. They're healed. That's my analysis. And maybe if they weren't healed just then, she would have been able to secure her footing. Marginally more there. And step back out of the range of Saba's leg. There you go, just like that. What else? What else is going on in the world at the minute? You guys see the moon? That was pretty cool. You got them. I like the pictures are high res. It's nice. I feel like I'm gonna get some more nice high res images of the moon on Google Images. I wonder what our players think about the moon. Is it real? Is it an egg? I do think it's an egg. I still think it's artificial, and it was made to stabilize the floods at the time of Atlantis when the oceans drank the earth. Could be. Could be. Truly, who knows? Low guard. I like that. I like that ballsy. The dash. Oh, both got his blade away, look at that. Radzig sees us on the blade away opportunity first. Yeah. It's the last flag. You gotta go out with some style points. Oh, Marie's metallic hat blocked that saber cut. She's got a secret shield in there. I like that stutter step that Saber does. I've not seen that move before. Caster's just thrown cut. Oh, nice. He was hoping to do exactly that, I think. He knows how dangerous Marie's going to be when she's coming in. She's going to try and thrust him, so he just had to keep throwing out cuts. Blade beat. Oh, I like, yeah, she recovers from the blade beat so much more realistically. Like, it used to be, she was blade beat for 5 business days. Where's the triangle? Caster might come back. I can't remember the score. I don't know why I'm commentating the fight. I should be talking about a minute. No! Radzig gets it. What's the score? 2-1? 3-1? I don't know.
Okay, I'm back.
2-1. Radzig has 2.
Nice.
Yeah. Chestar has 1. They're talking about scented candles in the chat.
Oh yeah, I saw a bit of that.
I don't know what that has to do. I was talking about the moon. You seen the moon?
No, not lately. Besides
Yeah.
I saw the close-ups when they were by the moon, in the Artemis mission, but otherwise.
I don't know what scented candles have to do with the moon, Max. This is a moon event. Ooh, young Zara. Who's who? I don't know. I think Ratsick is Isabella?
I'm sorry, right. He's on the right. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's got the Isabella Casper. I've noticed this skin has become quite popular. This new one.
No, really?
Yeah.
People,
I'm not really a fan. I don't hate it, but I like Zara's a monk better. Big whip. Exchange. Good blade beat. I guess I'd have to go with the sentence trees there, Max.
3 dancing Yendrix.
I think dancing Marie
Probably
is
some
even better.
puzzle thing. Yeah, that's a good point. I was talking about her shoes. Those would be good tap dancing shoes.
Yeah.
Well, the Yendrix has boots too, right? What'd you say?
Probably, yeah. Oh, big whiff. Yeah, Zara's weight is pretty formidable. Kubo made some changes. They can bash through guard certain attacks if you're not careful.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Give some of those big moves something useful they can do besides being tricky with timing.
Yes. Yeah, that Sarah did used to kind of feel like he had 1 or 2 like safe moves, which were just you had to use them. So that's fun. You can use the big bashy moves. Oh, nice! Isabella bashes through. Retreat cut seals the deal.
Yeah.
That's USFC. What are we on? What number are we on? 174?
173.
3. USFC 173.
Okay.
It's a wrap, folks.
Well, I've still got a flight
Thank you for
info.
playing. Oh, shit. I forgot. The main event.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is that a title fight? I don't...
It is, yeah. I've got the title right now.
Do an announcement, but I don't have my script to hand. I can do an ad-lib version.
Yeah. So info, join up if you can hear this. If you would prefer,
I think they feel like we need some.
If you prefer a neutral host also info, we can do that. I'm open as usual. So just let me know.
We need a USFC title match theme.
Yeah.
We
I
need some drums
the big
too.
idiot up. It's okay. That's what Max says.
Get her up. Play the drums. Max, can you play the drums?
Why did it vibrate off a long guard? A long guard just does that. It does look weird, but it'll always do its best to sort of magnetically interact with the other blade. So sometimes you get vibrations. I'm not saying it's implemented the best way, but All right, I'll take the left, of course. As the champion can choose that. And we got to touch swords info. Make sure you remember that.
USFC.
And I'll leave the commentary to Piper. Gotta turn my controller on. There we go.
Get the controller on. Get the controllers ready. As ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your main event of the evening, USFC 173 title match in the left no, in the what side is this? Hang on. In the left corner. Oh, fighting out of the left corner. I've not done this in a while. It's SUBUTAI, the Keshik of Barabas, holding a USFC professional record of more wins than sense and like barely any losses, even after 3 years of fighting. It's SUBUTAI fighting out of the left corner. It's Info. She's also been playing USFC for ages, and has a USFC record of some wins and some losses. She's playing Marie. Isn't it exciting? All right, fight clean, fight dirty, fight however you want. Fight for Vinod, for the love of Vinod, for the love of USFC, for the love of Hellish Quart. Bam, and we're off. We're off with a cut to the head. We wouldn't have it any other way. A cut to the head from Barabaj. Subu walks his opponent down and slices off her hat. The silly hat. Barabaz wants to see her hair. He's trying to cut off the hair bobble, but he keeps missing. Right, he gets the head. That's more important. Oh, not this time though. Where he says, "No, thank you. I like my hair tied up. I'm gonna stab you if you try and untie it." It's 2-1, 3-1. A different strategy. A thrusty cut. Barra's infamous thrusty cut. Holding long guard for SUBUTAI. He knows what he's got to do. Chop. Whirlwind. Triangle lands. Stab to the belly. I think he tried to push. Ooh, hooks under the cut and lands a cut of her own. Yeah, this is fun. I've not seen New Marie Info play yet. And this is entertaining. Triangle. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's not gonna let this go easily. Out of the range of triangle, in the range of an X cut from Barabaz. Long guard, cut to the leg. Cut forward, runs forward with all the ferocity of 1,000. Barabaz's 1,000 Cossacks. And that's exactly what he's gonna need. And again, he's gotta close her down, get out of the point of that rapier, and then he can start dealing the pain. Cut that hat off. Ooh, this time she ducks under just as he's coming in with a nicely placed triangle, and again that strategy seems to work. Lands a thrust to the belly but's tired and gets cut down with the same old strategy. Not able to triangle in time. She was too tired to kneel down. Her life depended on it, but she was just hadn't done the prerequisite running. As is the fault of many Hellish Quart characters, is they've not done any running. They've never done cardio. opening salvo of thrust to the arm. Looked like it got to the belt for me, but it went to the arm and a triangle ducking under his cuts once again. That's something Info's figured out here. Is if Subo, we don't know who he is. If Subutai is gonna come in, she can duck under those cuts and she can triangle him. Seems to be working quite well. Ooh, just a little duck under the blade and stab to the arm. This time, Subu deflects the rapier just a bit. Does his own real long-ranging chop there. Feints it a couple times, both of them do. Gets blade beat, but fortunately Marie has learnt, or she's been training wrists. She's able to now recover her blade in time, but not in time to block that rusty cut. Oh, nice feint to the legs, but not. Don't want to be doing that when you're in the range of Barabaz's thrusty cut. Long guard from Subu. He's being a bit more cautious. He doesn't want to just go in swinging. He's using his long guard. He's using his moves from long guard, and that's allowing him to still close the distance, be a bit safer on his approach. Thrusty cut again. Chop. Info's got to find something that's going to get through that long guard, or again she's going to be walked down. She can triangle when he's in the range, but if he's long guarding to get in there, she needs something that's going to present a threat. Maybe a cut, maybe something that's going to blade beat him. That was nice. Just step back enough to pull an in quartata. Dash forward, but that's going to be long guarded, and thrusty cut again from Subutai. He's found something that's working. Onus is on Info now. Can she adapt? No, she can't. She gets thrust in the face. Is it 2-1? Oh, what's the score? I lost track.
2-0.
It's 2-0. I feel like the first one was close, but I can't remember. Well, in the downtime I can do the USFC official theme, which just happens to be that song. Info's getting the head again. Is Barabas going to have his way? Is he going to be able to cut off Marie's hair tie and see her luscious locks once and for all? He's doing a good job of it. He cuts her arm. 2-0. Trust from Info. She's not found anything that consistently that's managing to get through Subutai's long guard yet. And again he walks her down, same old strategy, and whirlwinds the rapier into oblivion. Blows the hat right off. Get rid of that cravat. Get rid of her nose. All been cut off. Trick shots. Subutai's getting fancy now. He's got a bit of confidence. Too much confidence. As Info finally manages to find something that's going to get through. Uses her gap, dashes in and gets a cut, but she's got to be careful because Barra's going to be just as ready to cut defensively as well. Pressure's on now for Info. 2 flags until she loses her USFC title belt. 1 flag. Subu walks in again. Same strategy as before. He knows how to deal with Marie. He's been doing it for literally 4 or 5 years, maybe. Oh, that was nice though. A little dash, a little bait from Info, and she pierces his arm. I think a little more of that is going to go her the flag she needs. And indeed, those tricky thrusts, one of them eventually gets through. The low thrust dashes in. I think that's a bit reckless, but she's going to need to be reckless if she's going to come back from the edge. This cliff edge she finds herself on, this precipice of doom. That's exactly the kind of Move, she's gonna need to land. Just ducks out the way. Oh, not this time though. She kind of froze up at the edge of the map there. He had a nice strategy, a nice idea. Dash ducked under the blade. Landed a cut to the belly, but it couldn't finish him off, and Subu just kept on walking down and cut her head off. Well, now, okay, folks, that was USFC 173. Congratulations. Still USFC title belt holder, more wins than God, Subutai.
Yeah, thank you, and GG's to Info. And it's like I said, we were saying earlier, Marie is a lot more fun to fight. It just feels way more dynamic, feels more threatening.
Yeah,
But
I felt the same way.
yeah, but she still has weaknesses, right? Like you saw, I disrespect the rapier and I stick to fundamentals, and she can still collapse under those. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it looked like that. If for the Marie player, that still looked like really, difficult. Like
yeah,
nothing. Yeah. But yeah, no. I felt exactly what you mean when playing against Marie. Like the fact she's less jank just means it's more fun too.
yeah. And that's why I was using that thrust too, which you don't usually see with Bara, but in that
Yeah,
matchup, it's nice to have a
the
thrust that
push
goes
cut
right to
thrust.
the face. When she does the triangle or
Yeah,
something, it's a quick punish.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because she kind of threw that triangle a couple times as you were walking in with just cuts, and then you figured out, yeah, the push cut's going to interrupt it. And then once you threaten that, you can go back to the strategy of the whirlwind and stuff.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's the USFC. I won't keep you guys any longer. We actually finished in decent time considering we're down an hour, so I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Next week, folks,
Yep.
watch more USFC. Oh, watch the Two Strikes USFC tomorrow.
Yeah,
Quick plug.
check out Piper's YouTube, is it right? Yeah, or Twitch. Use Twitch
It's on the
for
same,
yours.
yeah, Twitch, and then it's on the
Yeah.
same channel. We're sharing VODs. This is
Yeah.
a fighting game, fencing game community collaboration. We love
Yeah.
fencing games.
Yeah, and you can find their Discord pretty easily if you're interested in that game or
Yeah,
interested in watching. All
I'm
right,
hoping maybe I can pull some of those guys over here too. That'll be
that
fun.
would be cool. Yeah. Catch you guys
Cool.
later.
Bye.